Hi crafters, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you are here spending some time with me looking at the walkthrough of my 10 by 10 album using Mintay's Lavender Farm. This is a Country Craft Creation design team project. So all the products, or most of the products, are from Country Craft Creations from my design team package. And I want to tell you that this paper collection, I can literally, like one of my subscribers said, they literally can smell the lilacs or the lavender from the paper. It's just so gorgeous. So I made a 10 by 10 photo album with a 2-inch spine, and the back is just plain. But I did double matte everything on the covers and the spine. The matting is 1/4 of an inch away from the outside of the album. I used the My Colors cardstock, and it's in the shimmer white. And then I did the pattern paper. I cut that 1/4 of an inch smaller, and it's because I wanted to be able to see the different colors, the black, the cream, the white, and then the pattern paper. And I did that on the front spine and the back, and then I did that also on the inside covers. So basically, if this is a 10 by 10, then this piece of the matting is going to be 9 3/4 by 9 3/4, and the pattern paper was 9 1/2 by 9 1/2. And what I ended up doing was using the Tim Holtz frames and layering the frames on the top of this mini album. Also with these frames, I tried to leave some of them open in the top. I'm not sure if there's ever going to be an opportunity to really get any pictures in there, but I just really liked the way it looked. I thought it looked very different and unusual, and I wanted to do something different for this album. So if you could see the frames here, these 3 frames have cut aparts behind them, and I glued them down to the back. And then these white flowers are just from my stash, and I added them to just add a little bit of floralness to the frames on the cover, so it just softened them up a little bit. But I hope you like the cover. I really like the way it turned out, and I especially love this purple frame. You know, it's funny, the older I get, the more I love purple. And I actually am just working on finishing off my craft room, and I've got one of the walls in my room, an eggplant kind of aubergine purple color, and a light lavender color. So I think this is going to work perfectly in my room. So let's get into it. There is only a couple of pages in the album. I decided to make it a very simple album, let the paper do the talking. So there is only 2 pages, but that really comes out to 6 pages on, if you count the covers and both sides of the album as well. So let's get started with this side. This is the front cover, and I think I'm in frame. I hope I'm not out. This is the front cover, and I tried to do something different with this, and it wasn't as successful as I thought it was going to be, but I did not do a tutorial on this. In the tutorials that I did, I showed you what I did, and I gave you the measurements and the information, but I did not do this on camera because it didn't turn out exactly as I would have wanted it to. But I will, as soon as I have it perfected, I will come back and do a tutorial on it. Not sure when, but I will. So I took a piece of the ephemera and put that to the middle of this page, and then these open like this. And there is spots for photos here, photos here. This frame, I actually put with temporary tape, so they can, whoever uses this, if it's me or whomever, they can put a photo behind that. But I wanted to let the paper do the talking. So This actually, what I was trying to do is, you may or may not be able to see, there's a little bit of an edge here. I was trying to get these pages so that they just fit together and held each other down. And it doesn't work as well as I'd like it to, but it works slightly. That's why I added this piece of ephemera. And then on our second page here, this is a little bit different. I have it so that the pages are connected or held together by top page to the bottom page. So along here there's 3 pockets, and these tags in the pockets help to hold the top part of the page down. And you can see that I have 3 small tags there, and then 3 of the cutter parts are right there. And then this comes apart, so this goes down, and this is where photos can be placed here. I left this open. I left this open here, and had a couple of spots for the photos to be placed. And then hopefully I'm not too much out of frame. I also ended up putting some of my pattern papers and pieces as you went down here. And there is some of the My Colors cardstock in the lavender, and a couple pieces of the ephemera. And again, with the ephemera too, I did leave that open so you can put pictures underneath. And oh, is this, I wonder if this is where that's supposed to go, or is that didn't fit? It did fit. Okay, so one of the things that happened that you're going to find out in the tutorial is I ran out of black cardstock. Can you believe it? I have packs and packs and packs of black cardstock, but I was really just in the last couple of pages, and I had to add some of the mats in there too. So on this base page, what I ended up doing was 2 flaps in here that come out like this, and I don't have them covered in all the way in pattern paper yet. I just have it with the fronts covered. And then on this flip up flap, I have a pocket in here. I have some of the ephemera coming off here, ephemera glued here, and one of the butterflies down on there. And I'm going to go and see what I've gotten left over pattern paper, and I will cover that over. And so when we're all done, we come back, and this just gets put together by sliding that down together. And all the measurements and information are in the tutorials. And then on this page, this looks a little bit different. I'm going to take these mats out of here. This is a photo mat for 5x7, and then this is a 6x, I think a 6x6 photo book as well. And again, I want to cover that with pattern paper. So what I did is I did a belly band here with some of the pattern paper down here, and then I used a different type of tag that I could use for, or pocket I should say. There's pockets right here in my photo album. I used some ephemera to decorate this, and used some of my cut-offs along here to decorate this up, and 2 pockets. And basically, let me show you what this is. This is a half of sheet of a 12x12, and as you can see that it's folded so that there is a pocket here, pocket here, pocket there. And if this gets glued down, there could also be a pocket at the top of that. And so what I ended up doing was just putting some pattern paper, or I'm sorry, some tags, mats in here that I can cover over with, oops, wrong one, pattern paper once I'm done, or cover it with a photo. So, or the other option is to use that for journaling, and I actually made 2 of them. There is that. So I can leave it so that the mats are up, or I can even put it so that they face to the back if I want something that looks a little bit more floral going up and down on my page. And these mats again will go in under this belly band. And we'll stay right there. Then on to our next page, I did an arm on here. It's to hold this down, and this comes over just like that. One of the suggestions that I did make is that this works. It works okay, but sometimes the way the book goes, it will move the magnet, so it will unmagnetize or will come away from the page. What I was going to suggest to crafters is that you could take and tie a ribbon around this, and then just put a ribbon around it, and you'll have more luck as far as holding that down. And what I did here is I have two pockets. I have a pocket right here, and I have a pocket right here. So I can put photos in there, put memorabilia, whatever I would like. And then this opens up to half of a page. And again, it doesn't always look so nice when things aren't matted yet. But here I have paper, and then I have belly bands going down here, so that basically these are so they can go over those belly bands. And it can even go over this in such a way that it goes over and down, and this could just go down. I could put ephemera across here, and just to make it look a little different. And then over on this side, what this is that there's a flip up here and a flip up here, and then both of these flip out, and I do have magnets underneath this, just the small magnets are underneath those. And then in here is a pocket with the purple, and I have a couple of photo mats in there again that just go in there, and these flip back, and this is all held down by my magnet and the paper arm right there. And then this comes over to one of our last pages, and this is just a plain page. I have not done anything on this because I'm going to just do a photo layout on here. We're getting kind of thick, so I wanted to leave this just very, very plain and put our pattern paper down. On the back cover, what I did, and this is where you can see the thickness of it as well, there is pattern paper down here, and this pattern paper doesn't go all the way down, but the cream satin Country Craft Creations cardstock, you know, I think I've been saying that cream is the My Colors. I apologize if I said that. It's not. It's the Country Craft Creations white satin cardstock. I think that's what I'm sorry. It's called White Pearl Sheen from Country Craft Creations. It's wonderful, just like the other cardstock is wonderful as well. So what I ended up doing was making a waterfall, a horizontal waterfall, or you know, I always mess myself up with vertical, horizontal. I don't know why. I have no idea. So that we can do pictures that are 4 by 6 along here, and we have a piece of the pattern paper along here with the cut aparts. And what I ended up doing was backing the cut apart with another cut apart and sandwiching the magnet inside. And then each one of these opens up where a photo can be put down. And each of them has a piece of the pattern paper in here. Whereas it ends up, then at the back there's this beautiful picture of the garden, and it could be a photo put there or just to enjoy that paper. But also in here, I don't know what I did. I had a large photo mat that I had for in there, but anyways, let me just show you this. So this is actually a belly band underneath my waterfall. So it can come all the way out this other side. So really the best thing to do is to just put it part of the way in. And I had a photo mat for that, but I'm not sure what I did with it. I must have moved it around. And that is the album. It's simple, but there's lots of color to it. The beautiful back and the paper. And then we've got our beautiful cover right here with the Holtz frames. And again, everything was bought at Country Craft Creations. The solid cardstock is Tamara's Artisan cardstock. And if you've not bought Artisan cardstock yet, you need to. It's the best. It just is the best to use. It works well. It's a great weight, and I've never been disappointed ever with any of it. So I want to thank you again so much for spending some time with me to walk through my album, and would love for you to give me some comments below and share the video out to friends and family if you think that they would enjoy watching this video as well, with the Lavender Farm papers or collection by Mintay. Thank you so very much. Have a wonderful evening.